All right. Today, I am unboxing some new equipment from Titan Fitness. For those of you that know, Titan Fitness basically is making economical, less expensive versions of what Rogue's making, kind of, and some of their own stuff. And today, I'm gonna review something very cool in this box that I'm pretty excited about. Now, one thing to say, you'll notice on this box, Titan is not known for their shipping, okay? They're actually known to have, pretty bad, their boxes just come beat up. They don't package them that well, and that's oftentimes probably because they come from China. But this box, although it's kind of dented in on the sides a little bit, it's not as bad as a lot of the boxes I've seen. So maybe Titan's doing better, and they've started to brand the boxes, which is kind of cool. Okay. There we go. Off of there. Let's pull this bad boy out. Woo! This, my friends, you can see is a log bar. Okay? A Strongman log bar. It's supposed to simulate that of like say one of Slater's logs. They used to make them out of wood, but Rogue came out with one that was powder coated, all metal fabrication, weighed around 75 pounds. And it costs, at least for the 10-inch version, it costs around, I think, $450, $500, not including shipping. And this one is currently on Titan Fitness for $122, I think it is, free shipping. To be honest, the cost to ship this thing, has got to be out of this world. Like, their profit margin on this, they can't be making money on this, is what I'm saying. Can't be making money on this. It's not possible. Okay, this is probably a loss leader for them. I think what Titan's trying to do is they're trying to build their company through, having awesome prices and maybe eventually raise their prices. Because we've kind of seen some of their prices have started to raise a little bit on products that were once very cheap, newly released, and they're still cheap, but not as cheap as they once were. Wow, first impressions, obviously the welds on this aren't as pretty as what you'd find on a Rogue bar. That said, they are not as sloppy as what I saw on the Rogue or the Titan T3 rack. They actually look better. They're still a little bit sloppy, but not as bad as they were. One thing I noticed is these handles, and this may be standard for log bars, but these handles are pretty thick. These gotta be like 35, 40 millimeters. I mean, these things are thick. One thing that is cool though, is the cutout in the logo, just like Rogue does, okay? And that's something that adds extra cost to it. I'm kind of surprised they did that, but I think that looks really awesome. And then you can kind of see the internal of how it's welded. So what they do was they take a 2-inch pipe here, thread it through, and then weld it not only on the outside but also in the inside as well. And then they put plastic caps on them. So this one has a plastic cap right here that's kind of shredded a little bit. That one's not gonna last. And then this one, this is one thing to check out with Titan sometimes. That one's completely broken, okay? That said, these things were gonna break anyways, and I would probably take them off anyways. So not a big deal, especially for the price. But man, the powder coating on this is actually a lot better too. It's actually much more resembles Rogue's rack as far as the powder coating, which is nice. And the handles are knurled. It's got like a very, very light knurling, so it's not gonna rip your skin or anything like that, but it's there. Very cool. Very cool. It really is. They did a great job with this. For 122 bucks, I cannot believe the cost that they're charging for these things. But wait, there's more. Titan came out with the barbell, the Titan Atlas bar, and they're saying this is basically, from what it looks like, is this is actually a bar that is worth looking at. It's around 160 bucks, 220,000 tensile strength. Let's get it. Okay, the tubing, okay, once again the packaging, they used a very thin tube compared to what a lot of companies use on their barbells. It seemed to have broke right here in shipping, and maybe somebody patched it up. It's also broken right here, but the barbell should be intact. I mean, these things are strong.
Later.
Okay. Okay, so it's got the same sleeve cutout that say a Rogue 2.0 bar would have. That's kind of been like the thing that's happening. I'm gonna get a rag. Any bar I've ever gotten from a company who makes their bars or that are imported, they're always just crazy oily. They put so much grease on these things. So it's got dual knurl marks. It's got both bearings and bushings from what they say. This one is in chrome. It's a very shiny chrome. It looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know how the durability will last, but it looks pretty good. The knurling is super light. I mean, this is a really passive knurl. I think with chalk it'd probably feel okay, but this is almost lighter than the old Rogue Ohio bars that had really passive knurling too. I mean, this thing is light, and it may be because all the oil's on there, but there's very little grip unless you put it on chalk. The spin actually looks pretty good right out of the box. See both sides. That one actually spins differently than this one does. Okay, that sometimes happens. That one spins better and it's more shaky than this one is. But I'll have to test and see, you know, if that evens out over time. And then the sleeves don't have they don't have the rib pattern on them. So like when you slide a plate on, like most bars do, they have a rib pattern. You just slide the plates on and it makes that noise, that nice noise that everybody likes. This one will make a noise, but it's not gonna, you know, have the rib pattern that keeps the plate on too. I would guess that plates would slide off this pretty easily. No center knurl. I don't see many like marks or any problems that came from shipping. Overall, you know, this is first impressions obviously, and you know, I haven't used it yet, but just based on what I see right now, for 160 bucks, this is a great barbell, okay? Right now, my budget pick on our website is the Cap OB86B, and that's because it's around 130 bucks or so. But this one, for this price point, this may take over. After I use it a few times, this may be a better option than those other ones that are out there. There is a little bit of an indentation on the sleeve collar here, nothing too big. But this is a good barbell. Yeah. We shall see how it performs. Before I can suggest somebody purchasing this, I'm gonna have to try it out. But for 160, that's a hard price to beat. But this has been Coop from GarageGymReviews.com. Cool products coming out, especially at great prices. I love the competition like this, you know? Like, I'm obviously a big Rogue fan and these other companies fans, but I think companies coming out with these lower prices pushes these other companies that are making higher end products to, you know, dial in their prices, maybe lower them, get smaller profit margins possibly, and provide a better experience for the user, for the customer. So we'll see you next time. Be on the lookout. Peace.